All right, first video. So I'm Madison Brione. You can call me Mad. It's one of my nicknames, or Madison. Doesn't matter. I'll go by either or. But yeah, I just got out of the Marine Corps after 10 years. So I was an infantryman in the Marine Corps as a squad leader, and I really enjoyed it. I'll be honest. Like overall, it was a pretty enjoyable experience. But the past 2 years were just really, really bad. And I mean, I could blame like some external factors and be like, oh, like my unit was terrible. We had bad officers or whatever. Like I could come up with a million excuses, but like now that I'm out, I don't think that that was necessarily it. I think that there was a lot of things that could have changed, but now that I am where I'm at, I can look and I can see that it was actually something inside me. So it was something like kind of shifting inside my soul that was making me not enjoy that anymore because I knew that there was more that I wanted to do. And I was kind of just doing the same thing day in and day out. And it was just getting old. And I wasn't really progressing anymore. I went to all of the hard military schools that you guys probably see on like YouTube and documentaries and whatnot. I did all that cool stuff. I deployed. I led Marines. Like I did all of that. And like it just got to the point where I was just doing the same thing day in and day out, and it was so repetitive and so annoying. And I just felt like I wasn't really using my innate skills, and I wasn't really evolving to the person that I really wanted to be. So I felt like there was a disconnect between like my day-to-day self and my higher self. And since I've gotten out, like here it's been what I think I got out in February, and here it is May at the time of this recording. Like my life has done nothing but get better. I've gotten in better shape. I'm making more money than I made in the military. I'm around better people. I have like more freedom in my day-to-day life. And so I definitely made the right decision. And the personal growth, like even just in the past month, has been crazy for me. And so that's kind of what made me want to start this YouTube channel. Is I've been big into self-development for a long time. I think the first self-development piece I ever looked into, I think I was 15 years old. And it was an old Earl Nightingale video, which maybe some people that are going to watch this, maybe you guys are familiar with him. But Earl Nightingale was like an old success coach, like old back in the day. Like I want to say like the 1960s, maybe the 1950s. I'm not sure. But he was really good, and he had a lot of good value. And he had this video called the Strangest Secret in the World. And if you've heard it before, you definitely know what I'm talking about. It's like a 30-minute, I think it was a radio broadcast at the time, where he talks about the subconscious mind and attracting success and kind of turning yourself into the person that can live the life of your dreams. And I remember that kind of like, that sent me down this rabbit hole. Like I remember sitting in my room at 15 and being like, wow, like I have the power. And like there I was as like a young teenager. Like I was like, okay, like I'm 15. Like where do I want to be at 25? Where do I want to be at 35? And I remember thinking about that for the first time. And it was super profound to me, and it really set me down that path. And then I kind of went down a similar path as I think a lot of people do as well. So like I got big into the gym. One of my best friends actually ended up becoming like I don't want to say professional. I think he was an amateur bodybuilder. And so he got me in that whole gym path that I think a lot of young men start to go down, where you're just slamming pre-workout and listening to all the motivational videos. Like nowadays, I know we have David Goggins and guys like that, but I think back when I was in high school, I can't really remember. I think we were listening to like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like some old audio recordings, like the whole pump and iron type of stuff. And there we were in the gym, and that was kind of also like another taste into self-development and noticing that I could make myself stronger, I could make myself look better, and I could achieve these goals. And I mean, I carried a lot of that into the Marine Corps. And the Marine Corps is a very self-development driven organization overall. It's very much about evolving and dealing with hardships and things. So I think that was an ideal place for me to start my young life, like a teenager moving into my early 20s. I wouldn't change a thing about it, to be honest with you. The friends I made and the experiences I made were awesome. But now that I'm out, I've always had a passion for, like I said, self-development, but also psychology, sales, among some other things. I had my first sales job when I was like, I want to say 16 or 17, and I killed it. I was actually selling more than like 30-year-olds at the time, and it was like in-person sales, selling TVs at a store. So I was like that annoying sales guy that like a customer would walk in and I'd like run over to them as like this little 16-year-old, and I'd be like, hey, do you want to buy a TV? And I would just like hit them with all the ins and outs of the different TVs we sell. And to be honest with you, I don't think I had much of a skill set because nobody ever taught me any sort of like formal sales training necessarily. It was just more so like I was just anybody that walked in, I was just harassing them and getting them to buy a TV. And I think that that they would buy it just because they were like, who's this teenager that's working here? And so it was a good time, and it was definitely my first taste of like selling, and kind of got me interested in entrepreneurship and other things down the road. But it was definitely a very primitive version of what I'm doing now. And as soon as I got out of the military, I actually applied for a really, really good high ticket sales position. And I was very fortunate that the CEO of this company actually like gave me a chance. Being that I had like no real sales experience outside of the stuff I did at the TV store. But like, yeah, I got my chance, and I've been actually doing a really good job and been killing it and working my way up and making more money. And I'm starting to see like the fruits of my labor. And so that's kind of what led me to making this YouTube channel. Is I can tell that there's a major shift going on in my life right now. And I didn't really document a lot of things from the past 10 years of me being in the Marine Corps. I took photos, I have some videos, but I didn't really document like the day-to-day grind of things and when I was pushing through. And those are good memories. And I think, I can't remember who said it. It might have been Freud or one of those like really smart psychologists or somebody from back in the day. But there was a quote that I always remember that said, like, one day you'll look back and the periods of struggle will appear to you to be the most beautiful. And so that's something that I kind of take to heart. And so wanted to start this YouTube channel because like I've been in the shoes before of like wanting to make a step in the right direction and not really knowing what to do, and kind of having that analysis by paralysis. And you don't get anywhere doing that. And I've learned that the hard way multiple times. And so I kind of want to be there to give like more of a step-by-step approach to the people that watch this channel, of like how you can actually improve your life, and like the fact that you don't need to be afraid if you're in a situation right now that you don't really like, that maybe it served you in the past, whether that's a relationship, a job, maybe you're going to college for something that like your parents want you to do that you don't really want to do that much. Like, it's okay to walk away from things. Like, your soul is like pulling you in a certain direction. And like, I denied it for a long time. Like I did, like when my soul was kind of telling me to just like, hey, like you should just get out of the military. Like I denied it for a long time. Like that was all I knew. All of my friends were military guys. My whole life was that. Ever since I was like 7 years old, I wanted to be a Marine. So like, that's all I ever knew. But I knew that if I stayed in that place, I wasn't going to change. And I couldn't be happier. Like just 3 months into that decision and choosing to get out and start new. I'm really the happiest I've ever been. Like, I mean that genuinely. Like in the past like 10 or 15 years, I think that this is the most motivated I've felt for anything and the happiest I've ever been. I actually love waking up every single day. And I think that that's something that a lot of men in particular really struggle with today. I'm sure women as well, but I know a lot of men that struggle with that, and life is just kind of this daily grind, and they're not really working on something that feels like a purpose or important to them. And so kind of want to be here as like almost like a big brother figure or as a mentor or whatever it may be, because I know like 2-3 years ago, like I was in a lot, like in the same shoes as a lot of those people, and I know a lot about this, and I want to start sharing some things going forward. So if you guys ever have any specific questions or something you'd like me to make a video on, please leave a comment and let me know, and like and subscribe and all that good YouTuber stuff that they always say. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to be making a couple more videos a week going forward from here. All different subjects, and I'll kind of see what the audience really wants. But I have a wider range of knowledge on all sorts of different things. But really, I'm going to be posting about things that I'm passionate about and that I think will really, really benefit people. So other than that, like I said, go ahead, subscribe, and I look forward to talking to you guys more in the future.